Thinking, Fast and Slow, by Daniel Kahneman, explores the two systems of thought that drive the way humans make decisions. System 1 is fast, automatic, and emotional, while System 2 is slower, more deliberate, and more logical. Kahneman delves into how these systems interact and how they influence our judgments and decisions, often leading to cognitive biases. The book is divided into 5 parts, each focusing on different aspects of human thinking. In the opening section of Thinking, Fast and Slow, Daniel Kahneman introduces the two systems of thought that shape human cognition. System 1 operates automatically and quickly, with little or no effort and no sense of voluntary control. It is intuitive and emotional, handling tasks such as recognizing faces, driving on an empty road, or completing simple arithmetic. On the other hand, System 2 allocates attention to effortful mental activities, often associated with agency, choice, and concentration. It is slower, more deliberate, and more logical, handling tasks such as solving complex problems or making thoughtful decisions. Kahneman illustrates how these systems work together and sometimes conflict, influencing our perceptions and actions. In the second section, Kahneman delves into heuristics and biases, the mental shortcuts and systematic errors that arise from the automatic operations of System 1. He discusses several key cognitive biases, including the anchoring effect, relying too heavily on the first piece of information encountered, the availability heuristic, judging the likelihood of events based on how easily examples come to mind, and the representativeness heuristic, judging probabilities based on how much one thing resembles another. Kahneman uses empirical research and experiments to show how these biases can lead to flawed judgments and decisions, often without our awareness. The third section focuses on the concept of overconfidence and its impact on decision-making. Kahneman explains how individuals often have an inflated sense of their own abilities and the accuracy of their knowledge. This illusion of validity can lead to poor decisions, particularly in areas requiring expertise and prediction. He explores phenomena such as the planning fallacy, where people underestimate the time, costs, and risks of future actions, and the illusion of control, where people believe they have more control over events than they actually do. Kahneman stresses the importance of humility and skepticism in improving decision accuracy. In the fourth section, Kahneman introduces prospect theory, which he developed with Amos Tversky. Prospect theory describes how people make choices involving risk and uncertainty, highlighting deviations from the traditional economic theory of rational decision-making. Kahneman explains how individuals evaluate potential losses and gains using a value function that is steeper for losses than for gains, leading to loss aversion. This means people are more likely to avoid losses than to acquire equivalent gains. The section also discusses framing effects, where the way choices are presented influences decision-making, and the endowment effect, where people ascribe more value to things merely because they own them. In the final section, Kahneman explores the concept of the experiencing self and the remembering self, two different ways we perceive happiness and well-being. The experiencing self lives in the present and feels each moment, while the remembering self reflects on past experiences and constructs a narrative. Kahneman demonstrates how these two selves can have different evaluations of the same experience, often leading to choices that prioritize memories over actual experiences. He discusses the implications for personal happiness and policymaking, emphasizing the need to consider both perspectives in evaluating life satisfaction and making decisions. Life lessons from Thinking, Fast and Slow. Awareness of cognitive biases. Understanding that our brains use heuristics that can lead to biases is crucial. By recognizing these biases, we can take steps to counteract them, leading to more rational and objective decision-making. Embrace slow thinking. While System 1 thinking is necessary for quick decisions, it's important to engage System 2 for more significant and complex decisions. Taking time to deliberate and think critically can lead to better outcomes. Be skeptical of overconfidence. Recognize that overconfidence can skew our perceptions of our abilities and knowledge. Questioning our assumptions and seeking evidence can help in making more accurate judgments. Consider prospect theory in decision-making. Understanding how we perceive gains and losses can help us make better financial and personal decisions. Being aware that people tend to be loss-averse can guide us in taking more balanced risks. Improve decision-making processes. By structuring our decision-making processes to account for biases and by seeking diverse perspectives, we can improve our judgments. This might involve setting specific criteria, using checklists, or consulting with others to mitigate our own cognitive limitations.